Miss Kavitha, are you there?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Lee. Okay, first of all, good morning, everybody. Just to let everybody know, I'm not going to turn on my camera because I guess my face is not as important as the content of our workshop today. And also, I'm very camera shy. So I do not want this camera thing to really disturb our workshop today. So it's okay. So I'll just leave my camera off. Okay. So good morning, everybody. So thank you so much for attending this workshop. Hope everybody has taken your breakfast because our workshop is going to be for 2 hours. So until 12, if we can't get this workshop done earlier, so until 12, you're not going anywhere. So if your tummy is going to make all this Dolby sound system, just make sure that you have something beside you to snack in. All right. Okay, so let's not waste time. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now, and then we will start with our workshop. Okay, just a second. Can everybody hear me? Probably can just turn on your mic and let me know, or you can also please type it out on the chat.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, when I'm sharing the screen, there are chances that I won't be able to see what is being typed on the chat box. Actually, I do encourage for participants to turn on your mic if you have any problem with the workshop, because this is an hands-on workshop. So we will have. I do not want anybody to be left behind while we are doing this. So if you have any problem, you can just let me know and we'll try to get it rectified before we proceed on to the next step. All right. And if you think that my voice is kind of boring or something, do let me know. I'll try my best to make it interesting. All right. Okay. So let me start. Okay. Initially, yesterday night, I've already shared the screen, the slides that we are going to use for today's workshop. Okay. The reason why I did this is that to give some head start, okay, for everybody to know what is Quizizz and how to use it. So that later when we are going through it with hands-on, okay, it will be a little bit easier because you have experienced it with the slides. Okay, so hope everybody can see my screen. Okay, so everybody, welcome to Quizizz. Okay, so what is this Quizizz actually? Quizizz is a very useful tool for educators most of the time. Okay, now I realize that many business organizations are using Quizizz as well, especially those who are involved in a lot of trainings and workshops for their staff. Okay, because this Quizizz, right, is not only becoming a tool for classroom for students, but it's also becoming like a platform for these businesses to run some kind of competition. Okay, so not only teachers, students, now we have almost everybody using Quizizz, okay, to run classes, to run workshops, trainings, and also competition. And why we choose Quizizz compared to the other online platforms that we have? Because number one, Quizizz is a free tool, meaning you don't have to pay a single cent to use Quizizz. It's an open source, so anybody can register in to use this Quizizz. Okay. Number two, Quizizz is a type of app that works on almost every devices. Okay, you can use your tab, you can use your handphone, you can use your PC, your what do you call this, mobile computers, your notebook, your laptop. It works on everything. It is very web responsive. Okay, the views are just nice. Okay, you don't have to, if you happen to use a smaller screen devices like your smartphone, okay, you don't have to really scroll left and right. The interface is just nice for that screen size. Okay, and also you can use any browsers that you have. Okay, you can use Google, Mozilla, Opera, Netscape, Safari, whatever that you want to name, you can use it. No problem at all. Okay, and they are that user friendly. Okay, and the third reason is Quizizz is one of the tool that provides you with available quizzes. Okay, it means that it is not a tool that you have to create the questions all by yourself. They have some ready-made questions that we can just take and use. Okay, later we'll see how to do that. And lastly is that Quizizz, not only just pops up with questions for students or for participants. It also comes with interesting memes, okay, in between of the questions to make the quiz more interesting. Okay, instead of boring questions on papers where we just put it to the students and ask the students to answer, to ask the participants to answer, or instead of even now we have a better option, Google form, okay, to ask them to answer. Quizzes does the same thing, but it's more friendly, it is more colorful, and it's more interesting. Okay, so what we are going to do, am I going too fast? Class, sorry, since being a lecturer, I keep on calling class. Everybody, am I going too fast, or is this pace is okay with you?
It's okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so what we're going to do now is that everybody, let's play a game first. Okay, we'll play a game, and after that, we will go into how to use these quizzes. Okay, so I need everybody to do this for me. So everybody, please go to joinmyquiz.com. Okay, open up your browser, type in joinmyquiz.com. And then you are going to see a place for you to key in the code. So please key in the code that is being displayed on the screen now. Okay. So give about 2 minutes, okay, for you to do that. So you open up a new browser, type in joinmyquiz.com, and then you key in the code given. Okay, I am going to open my screen for here. Okay, so this is the same one. All right, so I'm going to start. Okay, so everybody can start answering some interesting questions here. Okay, you can hear some music being played at the background, and also you can see I have 3 participants now. Okay, 4, great. Okay, so you can play this using your own PC. You can even use your smartphone if you have your smartphone with you. Okay, so we can see all the participants are playing. Okay, as you're answering, you can also see, okay, on your MS Team screen, okay, what is really happening. So we just want to give you the experience, okay, if a participant is playing these quizzes, how it would look like. Okay, just to give you some ideas. Okay, so we will finish off playing this game. So while you're playing, okay, you can also try to see, okay, okay, how the questions is being displayed. How about the next question, and so on. Okay. So on my screen, as the person who created the quiz, okay, I'll be seeing a different view. That means I will be seeing, looking at the performance of the participants. Okay. So right now we have Miss Lee as the first ranker. Okay, and then we have Jim, we have Karen, Jacqueline, okay, Zoe, Chang. Okay, so far we have about 6 players, okay, in this competition. So right now, what I've done is that I've not put this as a competition. Okay, this is a more on a classic mode, we call it. Okay, what does it mean by the classic mode? Classic mode means that all the participants can take their own time to answer the questions. Okay, if you know the answers, you can go faster. If you're looking for the answers, then you can take your time. Okay, this is what we call a classic mode. Later, we're going to see every single detail about this. Okay, I let you guys play first. Okay. Okay, is it Miss Jacqueline and Miss Chiang, is it? Okay, don't see you guys answering any questions there. Okay, right. Okay, there's a tight competition between Karen PC and also Jim. Okay, they just keep on shifting place 2-3, 2-3. Miss Lee is not waiting for anybody. She just keep on going and going. Good. I wonder what happened to Jacqueline Gavito and also Chiang. Okay, participated, and we have a second Chiang. Okay, so I'm not so sure we are looking at the same person. Okay, we have 7 players now, but the last 3 players doesn't look like they are playing. Wonder why? Okay. Wow. Miss Lee has completed. Congrats. Okay. Okay. I am so excited to know the competition between the Karen PC and Jim. Okay. Wow. And Jim has overtaken Miss Lee as well. Wow. Great. So, okay. Interesting. With a very, very minor difference between the marks. Okay, about 500 points, I guess. Okay, Zoe is completed as well. So maybe we give time for Chiang to answer all the questions. Okay, I'll just open up another window. So perhaps once player number 5, okay, Chiang has completed this quiz. Okay, I will end the game. Okay, so that we can proceed on to the next step of using quizzes. Okay, so while Chiang, I'm not so sure it's a Miss or Mr. Okay, so I'll just go with the name, right? So while Chang is answering, what the rest of you, okay, who have answered this quiz, I'm sure that you have a little bit of experience, okay? If you have not used quiz before as a participant, then this is how the quizzes will look like, okay? The questions will look like, how to go ahead with it, okay? Later we're going to see, okay, how did I manage to get this code, okay? How did I manage to create the questions and the questions being displayed to you? Okay, so meanwhile, okay, for those who already have your slides with you, okay, actually whatever that's in the slides, what we're going to do today, okay, I've tried my best to put in the slides step by step. Every single step that we need to know, I've tried to put it in there. So if you think it is sufficient, you may go ahead to proceed on, okay, or we can wait for Jiang to complete the quiz, and then we will do it together. So Cheng, this is just a game, okay? It's not really a competition. So you don't really, if you are trying to Google for answers or something, maybe it's not really necessary. Okay, this is just to give a rough picture of how quizzes works, okay? So you don't really need to go and find the correct answers or something lah.
Miss Kavitha, you say you sent the slides yesterday.
Yes,
What are your email, is it? I'm Karen.
Yes, Karen, sorry, your question was?
You say you sent out the slides to us, is it?
Yes, correct. I have attached the slides in the our general chat under our team. Or you can also if you are happen to be on your if your MS Team screen is on, maybe I'll just show you here. Okay, you can see on your left hand side of this the activity, chat, teams, assignment, and so on. Can you see this part on your MS Team screen? Miss Karen?
Okay. It's my first time using Microsoft Teams. So it's at the Microsoft Team there at the top left corner, is it?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Look for it. Yeah.
So there should be the 3 dots there.
Okay. How come I don't have
Okay, can you find the files? Okay, but before that, okay, I can see that there are some chat messages here, like Almighty.
I also cannot use chat. Oh, is it because I didn't download the apps? I just use the browser?
Actually, it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, you can like what I have on my screen now is the web version. It's not the MS Team app. But then
even my chat in channel meetings is only over to team members. I can't even type a chat to you.
Oh, okay. Because you are being invited in, there shouldn't be a problem that you can. Because if you are being invited, you become my guest. So as a guest, there shouldn't be a problem for you to type any of the chats. Okay, never mind. What I can do is that let me see if I can share the slides again in our meeting chat now. Okay, to see if it's possible for you to access. Because yesterday I shared it in our general chat. Okay, right. So let me see whether it works here. Okay, I am uploading the slides here on our individual chat here. Yeah, yesterday when I share it in our general chat, I did try to check whether it's possible to download. It was okay, but like Miss Karen is saying that you can't see the file. Okay, even Almighty Sean is also saying the link is broken. So I don't know what really happened there. Okay, and mine is not being shared also. I don't know, it's taking some time here. Check again.
Miss Kavitha, Miss Lee here.
Yes, Miss Lee.
I will send them the slide by email also in case they can't get it here.
That would be great. Yeah, that would be great.
One moment, I'm sending now.
Thanks, Miss Lee.
Thank you, Miss Lee. Okay, even I'm trying to share my slide here, it's not working. I'm not so sure why. Anyone has managed to access the slide from the general chat? Not really, I guess.
Because my screen, Miss Kavitha, my screen don't have all the function that you have on your screen.
Oh, okay. So you're using the web version, is it, Miss Karen?
Yes, correct.
Okay, that's very new because I mean we are using MS Team to run our classes for this whole semester. So far, none of my students have said this to me. I never
don't
knew
know.
that screens are going to be different. Maybe later, Miss Karen, you can share your screen with us to give us a view of how your screen looks like. Are you using Windows or you're using your
Google.
Google?
Google
That
Chrome.
shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have all the small thing at the side, at the top. I don't have.
Uh-huh. Okay. But you're using the web version. Even with the web
Yeah,
version, that shouldn't be a problem.
I don't know
Okay,
whether other
never
people the
mind.
same.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because Miss Karen, you're the only one talking now. The rest are not saying anything. I can't see any chat messages also. Okay, but anyway, Miss Lee has just sent out the file through the email. Okay, maybe Miss Karen, you can download it from there, the email.
Okay, I'm downloading. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Miss Karen. Miss Lee, thank you so much. Okay, so while everybody is trying to access the files, okay, because for me, I feel that the slides can be very helpful because most of the time in my classes, also I encourage my students to have the copy of their practical slides with them when we are having the hands-on, because it will just like there are chances that you might not be able to hear me or the words that I'm using might not be clear, so the slides can help you to give you a better understanding. Okay, so let's go back to the quiz for a while. So I'm gonna look at our quiz. Okay, I think Chiang is still halfway. So is Chiang around? Chiang? Oh, we already have a new participant, Chia. Okay, I'm not so sure. Okay, now we already have 8 participation. Okay, but Chiang is halfway 3340, and I'm not so sure if the person is still continuing with the competition. Sorry, with the game. Okay, Chiang, is it okay for me to stop the game? Uh, you may turn on your mic, or else you can also just type it out on our message. Chiang. Maybe Lei Fong Chiang. I think my line is very lag. Okay, so I think probably hang halfway. All right, never mind. Okay, so congratulations to Chiang. Okay, our new winner. So sorry, Miss Lee. All right, and also Jim. Okay, so Chiang becomes our winner. Yay! But Jack, I'm not so sure where you are from, so it's gonna be difficult for me to send you any present for your winning. Okay, but okay, you can print screen this. You can show everybody that you won a game. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna just end this. All right, so that we can start on with our what do you call this quizzes. Okay, so Miss Lee already shared out the slides. Okay, it's okay, no problem. Lee Fong Chiang. Okay, is it a miss or Mister? I'm not so sure. Okay, no problem. If you guys have any problem with your internet connection, line is problem, can't hear me or anything, okay, please try to use the slides. Okay, the slides should be sufficient enough for you guys to for you guys to learn how to use quizzes. Yeah, Chet, you're so cute. Okay, reminds me of my students who love to do all these kind of things. Okay, right. So people, let's not waste time. Okay, so the quiz just now is to give you an idea how quizzes looks like. Okay, as a participant. So now we're gonna look at quizzes as the instructors. Okay. So let's start. Okay, so you guys, as I said, you can use your slides as I given, okay, to help you to guide through this workshop. So everybody, first thing what we're going to do is that, okay, we're going to type in www.quizizz.com, okay, on your browser, okay, which is going to lead you to the Quizizz, the browser going to show you the Quizizz link. Okay, just click on the first part of your Quizizz link, okay, which is quizzes, free quizzes, quizzes for every student. So you just click on it. Okay, so in my case, okay, when I click on it, it's going to direct me straight to my account, okay, because I already have my account and I already set my username and password. So you just go straight to the account. But in your case, if you have not registered for Quizizz before, okay, it's gonna look like this. So I'm gonna share my screen for a while on this. Okay, so you guys can see that it's going to show you a view of welcome to Quizizz. Okay, so you have two options. Either you can sign in using a personal email, okay, or you can also sign in using your official emails that you are using in your organization. Okay, so for my case, I use my official email because most of the time I'm creating quizzes for my students. Okay, so you can sign up, okay, put in your username and your password and click next. Okay, so I'll let you guys register first. Okay, so I'll give you about 2 minutes. Or is it 2 minutes too much? Maybe 1 minute just to type in your email. Okay, it shouldn't take long, right? Now, after you click in next, okay, you're gonna come up to this page. Do you have this? Anybody? Hello? Anybody there?
Yes, we have.
Okay. Now, okay, another problem with me is that even when I'm running my classes, my students some of them tend to be very quiet. So what I will do is that I will ask the most talkative student in the class, okay, become my representative to make sure that they still can hear me, they can do it or anything. So in this in this workshop, I really need someone to become my representative as well, just to make sure that everybody can hear and follow me. Would that be okay? So maybe Miss Karen, because Miss Karen, you're the one who has been talking to me.
I have no choice because I cannot cut the chat.
Oh, okay, that'll be great. It's a blast in disguise for me, I guess. Okay, right. So, everybody, can you see this screen? So, in this
Yes.
screen, right? Thank you. In this screen, okay, you got three options: at school, at a business, or personal use. So, this one you can see, it's so loud and clear. They've given you all the explanation. So, if you're a teacher, you're a lecturer, you're an instructor, so obviously you're going to choose school. Okay. But let's say, for example, you're working in a company, okay, and you're organizing a training for your staff, okay, then you can choose at a business. Or you are planning to have some kind of a game with your family members. Let's say one day you decided to have gathering with your cousins, your family members, relatives, and so on. And instead of the boring physical gaming, you want to come up with, since you know nowadays nobody is around without their phone. Okay, even come to a wedding, they have to make sure the phone is in their hand. They go to any makan also must have their handphone. So why don't come up with this kind of online quizzes for your family game? Okay, so it depends on the purpose of you using your quizzes. Okay, so you just choose, all right, and then after you choose, okay, either it's going to be school or business or personal use, then you are going to, if let's say for example you choose a school, okay, it's going to ask you, so you're using these quizzes as a teacher or as a student, okay, because the view is going to be different. So most of the time students are not going to go use quizzes, okay, but we are going to use quizzes to what do you call this, quizzes to create quizzes. Okay, so you choose teacher. All right, so once you're done, you can start having a look at your login ID. Okay, so actually my name is Kavitha, daughter of Manickam. So when I type in Kavitha Manickam, it turned out to be Miss Manickam. So kind of awkward because I'm already married. Okay, so later you can see the name changes also. Huh? Okay, so you have your ID there. Okay, so this is gonna be your ID whenever you are creating your quizzes. Okay, all right, so I will wait for everybody to get that part done. Okay, so we give about 1 minute for all this to be done, and then if there's anybody stuck anywhere, please let me know. Okay, we will try our best to get it solved. So our mission today is to go to Singapore. Okay, from Malaysia to Singapore. So make sure everybody in the right bus. Okay, to go to Singapore. Don't take the wrong bus. Go to Thailand. You go to Thailand, I won't come and pick you up. Meaning, what I'm trying to say is that if you're having problem, please let me know. okay, I'll come and help you right that moment. Please don't wait until we're already halfway through. Then only some of you will tell me that, I think I can't find how to register. Alamak, that is way too late already. Okay, so then I cannot go back. I cannot repeat all over again. Okay, then only we continue back. So it will take a lot of time. So any problem at all, okay, just stop me right that moment and let me know. Okay, and I really encourage everybody to use your mic to talk to me. No problem at all. Okay, you can talk to me. Okay, if you think the mic is a problem, then maybe you have to use the chat box. Okay. And I have my representative over there, Miss Karen. Maybe can just let me know what's happening or something. Or Miss Lee. Okay, Miss Lee is always there. Okay, taking care of the whole workshop. Okay. Okay, so I think have I spoken for about a minute? I think yes, I did. Okay, so anybody has problem signing in? Anybody? Okay.
I'm good. I don't know the rest.
Yes. Sorry, what was that again?
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't.
good. I'm okay. But I don't know
You're
the
okay.
rest. I don't know whether people got problem.
Okay, that's Miss Karen, right? Okay, but I think in my chat box there, I don't see anybody typing in. So I guess everything is okay because signing up is not a very difficult task. Okay, most of it is very general questions, all related to your profession. So there shouldn't be a problem with signing up. Okay, and no nothing on the chat box. So I presume that everybody is in the same bus to Singapore. Okay, all right. So back to our quizzes just now. Okay, so once you are done signing up, okay, this is how your interface gonna look like. Okay, so just to give you a brief introduction of the interface. Okay, so you can see I already changed my name. Okay, this is my husband's name, so which sounds better compared to having my dad's name there. Okay, so you can see, okay, this part, as you can see my pointer here. Okay, now this part here is a place where we are going to have all the details we need in order for us to use Quizizz. Okay, so this create button is the place where we are going to click on to create all of our quizzes. Okay, we have explore. Explore is basically looking for more information. We have my library. Okay, well, my library is the place where all your quizzes, okay, whatever quizzes that you have created, it will be stored in your library. It will be there forever. Okay, and you don't have to worry about saving your quizzes because this is more like a Google Drive type, meaning whatever changes you do, it will be saved right that instant. Okay, by seconds. All right, reports. Reports is the place where you can see your final performance of your participants on the quizzes. Okay, classes is a place where we can use to create individual classes. So this is more useful for people like lecturers or teachers because when we talk about classes, obviously we don't have one class. We have few different classes. So if you would like to assign quizzes individually to these classes, then you can click on classes to create that individual classes. Okay. And then we have the settings. Settings is more on general settings of your profile. Okay. Okay. Now, just this one is just to give you the brief introduction, right? Okay. So what we're going to do is that there's two options given. If you would like to create your quizzes on your own, okay, you can create every single thing from the scratch. Okay, you type in the questions, you type in the options, you choose the answers, and then you design your quizzes. You put in images, you put in title for your quiz. Everything you do it on your own. Okay, that is one method. Another method, let's say lah, totally malas. Okay, I don't feel like typing out the question lah. You can just give me an idea. Then we can just choose from the options given here. So you can see there are so many different types of categories available. You just click on the category that you want, and all these are examples of quizzes that's already available for us to choose. Okay, we will come into that. All right. So what we're going to do is that, yes, I mean, before this, I have requested for the participants to come up with a few different types of questions, at least 5 questions of your own choice. Okay, any field that you are in, if you are from a business, maybe something related to your business, or if you are a homemaker. Okay, because I got to know one of the participant is happened to be a homemaker. Okay, I was fascinated actually to see a homemaker to join this workshop. Okay, it shows how much of interest this person is showing. So if you are a homemaker, maybe you can choose something related to your hobby or something related to this subjects your kids are taking. Okay, lecturers and teachers, then obviously you have your own specific subjects you are teaching, so you can choose from that specific field. Okay, so let me guess, do you guys have your own questions? And Angel
Yes.
passing by again, I guess.
Yes, I
Yes.
have.
Okay, Miss Karen has. How about the others? Okay, this workshop reminds me of one of my class. Only one student will talk while the rest will be so quiet as if I'm teaching only that one student. Okay, if you have questions, okay, no problem. If you don't, also no problem. Okay, maybe something will just pop up to your mind. Okay, okay. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna learn how to create quizzes. Okay, later I'll show you how to use the available quizzes for our use. Okay, just for your information, the quiz that we played just now. Okay, the questions I didn't set it. I just took it. Okay, literally, I'm doing an air quote now. You know, air quote, double quotation. Okay, I literally curi. Okay, we are not really curing. Okay, we are just taking from the available sources. Okay, so just now the questions, I just took it from the available source. I don't have to take the hassle of typing or putting in the options or putting any images. No, I just take it, I just edit or remove the questions that I do not want and I just use it. Okay, so that is another way. But now what we're going to do is that we're going to learn how to create first, okay, on our own. Okay, so if you guys are ready, okay, so you just go ahead, all right, you click on create button, which is on the left side of your screen. Okay, you can see the word create. Okay, click it. Okay, so click on quiz. Okay, let's later we'll look into lesson beta. Okay, but now we look into quiz. Okay, so click on quiz. Okay, so when you click on quiz, right, the first thing is that you need to give a name to your quiz. That means, what is this quiz about? Okay, so let's say, for example, this quiz, I want to do a title on, let's say, I want to do about, okay, multimedia. Okay, since I'm an IT lecturer, so I would like to do something related to multimedia. So I go and put in the title of my quiz. Okay, so that means when I put multimedia, what I'm doing is that I'm explaining, okay, the content of this quiz is gonna be about multimedia. Okay, next, second step, I need to choose the relevant subject. So multimedia is related to which one of this subject. Okay, so in my case, it's gonna be computers. So depends on your quiz. Okay, so you type in the title based, sorry, the name of the quiz based on your concept and also choose the relevant. Okay, you can click on more, okay, for more relevant subjects. Now, if you're done, let's go to next. Okay, so right now we have this screen. Okay, I'm hoping everybody has this screen with you. Okay, okay, so if you look at the slides, right, you can see there is a tiny difference between the screenshot of my slide and also the view of the screen here, okay, the real screen. Just to let you know, Quizizz is one of the best platform. Why? Because they update, they upgrade their tool almost on weekly basis. Okay, because this slide I prepared it about 2 weeks ago, and can you imagine within this 2 weeks time, there's already few more things. This lesson data is something that was not there 2 weeks ago. Now they have this new feature in. Okay, so more and more features are being given. Interesting features are being given. Okay, So you just can keep on going on and on exploring it, because it's not like some other tools where once they created, that's it, it's stagnant. Okay, that's the only options you have. But with quizzes, no. Okay, they keep on updating, they're upgrading, they're making it better. Okay, so it means that when you know how to do quizzes, right, you are just on a weekly basis, you are also upgrading your knowledge about quizzes. Okay, new things coming in, new things coming in. So it's not something that it's an old tool, or it's a tool that is already not so popular. No, quizzes is something that you can say, oh, I learn about quizzes, I know about quizzes. Next week you can say, oh, quizzes, they come up with this new idea. Then the following week and so on. Okay, that's why I think it's worth learning how to use quizzes. Okay, now back to this. Okay, when you are done putting in the name and selecting the subject, the next thing is starting to design your questions. Okay, so what kind of questions can you create in quizzes? We have MCQ, multiple choice, where you can give options A, B, C, and the participants are supposed to choose only one answer. We have checkbox, whereby you give the question, you give the options, but the participants can choose more than one option. Fill in the blanks. Okay, so a long sentence whereby you remove one or two words from the sentence and you expect the participants to type in the answer. Okay, poll is more on surveys. Open-ended, meaning you just type in the question, you will provide alternative answers, but the answers are not going to be displayed to the participants. The participants supposed to type out the answer. And this is the new one, as I said, this is related to lesson data. Okay, so now we are not going to use poll, or we are not going to use slide. Okay, but you can choose the others: MCQ, checkbox, fill in the blanks, and open-ended. Okay, so how to do this? Let's say question number 1, I'm going to use multiple choice. So I just click on multiple choice, and as simple as that, you can see, okay, everything is there for you. Okay, you don't have to like stare blankly thinking like, okay, this space is for what? Okay, this one, what am I supposed to type? This one, what is for? You don't have to. Everything is there. Can you see? Write your question here. You just click and type in your question. Like, for example, mine is about multimedia. Okay, let's say, for example, I'm gonna type, okay, which one of this is not a multimedia element? Question mark. Okay, then all you need to do, type in your options. Okay, so I'm gonna put in things like well, most of it is multimedia element. Okay, let's say okay, option number 1, option number 2, I'm gonna do okay 4. Okay, option number 3. Okay, what's supposed to be okay, and I have one more option. Let's say okay, so this is gonna be my questions. Sorry, my question and my options. Okay, so once you're done typing in all your options, okay, mostly recommended 4 options. Okay, next, what you need to do is that you can see the preview as you're typing the question. You can see the preview here. This is how it's going to look like if you are using a smartphone to view the quiz. Okay, so they will give you a preview here. And also, do not forget, you need to choose the right answer. Okay, why we need to choose the right answer? Because obviously, if it's gonna be a quiz, later you want Quizizz to help you check the answers by the participants. So how is it gonna compare for the answer? So you would just choose the answer on your left hand side. Okay, you have the tick sign there. You just click on the right answer. Okay, so you can see that tick turns green. Okay, so you are already telling Quizizz, this is a question, these are the options, and this is the right answer. So refer to this as you are marking the participants' answers. Okay, can I understand? Anybody has problem doing this? Can type it out or something? Can turn on the mic or something? I don't know. So far so good, people?
Okay.
Okay, am I going too slow or something? If it's getting boring, please let me know. Very easy. Okay, I kind of like this almighty Sean. Okay, right, people. Okay, so the next thing is that you can see this timing given here. Okay, this timing is for you to set timer. Okay, so if it's gonna be a competition, obviously we need to set time, right? Okay, we cannot just let everybody take their own sweet time to answer. Okay, go and Google for the answers. It's unfair because it's a competition. Even when it's gonna be a quiz, okay, you can set a time. By setting a time, you're telling the participant, okay, the level of difficulty for that question, okay. So let's say I'm going to set this time into change it to 20 seconds. So within that 20 seconds, these people has to answer the question, okay. So if it's going to be a competition, within this 20 seconds, they must answer. If they do not answer, right, automatically it will become incorrect, okay, because you didn't answer, ma. If you don't answer, incorrect, so that means one wrong already. So it will just continue on to the next question. Okay? Okay. Once you're done with this question number one, you just click save. Okay? So when you click save, this question has been saved into your quiz collection. Okay. Then you go ahead with your second question. So your second question, you can click on this plus sign. Can you see plus new question? Okay, so you just click on this plus new question. Okay, again, choose your option. Okay, let's say this time I'm going to choose checkbox. Okay, we just want to have a view of how it looks like. Okay, checkbox. Okay, let's say for example, okay, I'm going to come up with a question on, okay, you guys go ahead and think of a question. I need to think of a question. Huh? Okay, checkbox. Wow, my brain is so freeze right now. I can't think of any question. Okay, let's say, okay. Okay, so maybe question mark. Okay, question number one. Okay, so I have my answers here. Okay, if it's a checkbox, by all means, if you want to go for 5 or 6, depends on your options. Okay, so once you're done, again, you are supposed to identify the answers for our quizzes. Okay, but since it's checkbox, it means that it's not limited to only one answer. Okay, it can be more than one. So in my case, so I'm going to choose ABI. Okay, we have WMV. Okay, we have 2 options there. All right, so I can still see. So you can see the difference in the preview. If it's going to be MCQ, okay, the options are going to be more on square, circle. If it's going to be checkbox, it's more going to be on the shape of square. Okay, so it's simple. So whoever playing the game, right, okay, they should be able to know the difference between the sheets. Okay, so done. Again, you can set your timing. Okay, so I'm going to stick to 20 seconds and I'm going to save. Okay, so right now my question is being saved to my quizzes collection. Okay, so let's say, for example, do you think I need to wait or you guys are ready for the next step?
Miss Kavitha.
Yes.
Here, I have a question.
Yes, Miss Karen.
I have a question. My question looks like this for checkbox, right? Say, what any of the following food you have not tasted before? Then I put ABC, and then none of the above or all of the above. So when I check, so I check all the questions as answer or how?
Okay, if you're going to use none of the above or all of the above, right, then it's going to be more of one choice option, right?
No, that means number one is Thai food, then Korean food, then African food, then none of the above and all of the above.
Well, you can, because you say there's only 2 options given. One is Thai food, another one is Korean food, right? Miss Karen? Miss Karen, what happened to her? Okay. Already MIA. Is she being abducted by alien or something? Okay. Miss Karen? Okay. Okay. from my understanding, okay, is it my side problem or
If
the
I
rest of
was-
you? Can you hear me? Miss Karen's here.
I
Okay,
was
Miss Karen,
connected, yeah.
okay, Miss Karen, actually, from my understanding, right, as you are saying, okay, option number 1, you say it's Thai food, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then B is Korean food, C is all of the above, and D is none of the above.
D is none of the above. I think if I pick up all the above,
Mm-hmm.
then
That
I only
means,
have 4. That means Thai food, Korean food, African food, and none of the above. Correct?
okay, I still can't get you. Maybe Miss Karen, do you think you can share the screen with us? Because I can't picture your options of answers. Do you think you can share your screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll stop sharing for a while. Okay, Sean, you're raising your hand for. I can see you have raised your hand, Sean. Almighty Sean. Oh, are you saying you're okay for the next step? Is it? That's the reason you raise up your hand.
I can share my second screen.
Miss Karen, I mean, you have no problem sharing the screen, right?
But I have one monitor and laptop lah, so they can't let me share my second screen. How?
That's right. Okay. Okay. Actually, whichever screen that you're using for MS Team, if you're laptop and PC, right? So whichever the one that you're using for MS Team. Oh, okay, okay. Let me guess. Because you're using MS Team as 1 and your Quizizz as 1, is it?
Yeah, it's a different tab.
Okay, never mind. Okay. Let's do this because I can't picture it. Okay. Miss Karen. So option number 1, you gave as
Thai food.
okay, Thai food. Okay. B.
And then Korean food.
Okay, Korean food. And C.
One African food.
Sorry?
African food. I just
Okay,
repeated
African
that.
food.
And then none of the above.
And the none of the above.
So when you say we need to tell them which one is the correct answer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So should I check all the 4?
Okay, this one is more on preferences, right? So if all on preferences, then it has to be checkbox. Okay, what if suddenly I have a participant who says that, well, basically I like Thai food. I also kind of like Korean food. So I want to choose A and B.
Yes, this is a checkbox. Huh? This is a checkbox.
Yeah, so option of checkbox is better. But then like I can see in the chat, okay, Almighty Sean saying that can use options of MCQ. Can, okay, provided that it is more specific, because here this option, right, is more on preferences. So if preferences, we cannot force anybody to choose only one or choose anyone or choose all of them. Okay, what if I don't like any of them? So I can choose D, fine. It will be more an option. But if I like Thai, Korean, African, if I like all, let's say I'm a person who likes to eat a lot, I makan semua. Okay, you bring me to any country also, I can sapu everything. Then obviously I want to choose ABC ma. So MCQ, it's like restricting the participants' preferences or options of answers. So checkbox is better. So checkbox, you are giving more flexibility to the participants. Okay. So this one thing, actually, thank you, Ms. Karen, for bringing this matter up, and thank you, Almighty Sean, okay, for also suggesting this idea, because we can see that from this, okay, the choice of your question is very important. The type of question, options, okay, it's very important. So it does not mean that we can randomly choose any of the options. Okay, MCQ. I like MCQ a lot, so I'm going to just use MCQ. Or I like checkbox a lot, I'm going to use checkbox. Not really. It depends on your question. Okay, your question is going to decide what kind of answers or what kind of options that we should use. Okay, certain things we cannot force the participants to answer. Okay, we have to give them the flexibility to answer. Okay, so in this case, in my opinion, checkbox is a better choice compared to MCQ.
Yeah, I'm using checkbox, but I'm just wondering, because we have to check, we have to tick at the side, right, of the answer.
Yeah, correct.
Correct answer. So
Correct.
if I check all 4,
Uh-huh.
does that mean that the participant can choose all 4? They can't, right? I can only choose They can choose all 1, 2, 3, but they cannot choose 4. Once they choose 4, they cannot choose 1, 2, 3. Any of the
Supposedly, but in that case, in that case, it will be difficult. So your options has to change a bit. But okay, I think I can understand what you're saying, because if your options is going to be, you're going to tell what do you call this, Quizizz. Okay, Quizizz, if they choose A, you still give. B, still give. AB also still give. A, B, C, D also still give. Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense if they choose A, B, C, D. It's like D contradicting with A, B, and C. Okay,
Correct.
so the none of the above is something that you have to revoke. You have to put alternative options. So maybe you come up with what do you call this? All of the above instead of none of the above. So you have to change the way how you put in your options.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Karen. Okay. So everybody, so can we proceed to the next step? Okay. Just now someone said yes, can. Okay. So okay. Yes, correct. Okay. So okay, I think I like this mighty Sean. Okay, seems you also cute because you remind me about one of my students who always helps me giving suggestions. Okay, things that even I can't think of. Okay, this student can really give me ideas. Okay, Almighty Sean. So I really, I'm interested to see Miss Karen's face, Mighty Sean's face. Okay, but let's see if we have time. All right. Okay, so let's say people, okay, I'm going to just stop mine with 2 questions. How about all of you? Do you think you can get all your 5 questions done? But try to use different formats. Okay, as I said, explore on MCQ, explore on your, what do you call this, checkboxes, fill in the blanks, okay? Try to explore, okay? So, are you guys done with your questions and we proceed to the next one, or would you like to take time to finish off the questions?
Miss Kavitha, is auto-save, is it? Is it
Sorry?
auto-save? Is it auto-save?
Yes, it is auto-save. You don't have to worry because you can see on your screen, right? You see, all changes saved. That's why, as I said earlier, it's like Google Drive.
But just now when I was kicked out and I come back, my previous question that I said is not saved. I start all on in.
Okay, have you put in the title, the quiz name and choose the field? Then it should be in your library.
Library.
Yes, on your left-hand side, can you see my library?
Where?
When you sign in, right? When you sign in, wait, let me share my PowerPoint screen. Here, okay. Let me make it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, right over here, my library.
So now when the quiz, I exit the quiz first, then I go to my library, is it?
Yes, you can just go back. You don't even have to exit. Just click on the back button.
Okay.
And then you just go to my library.
Okay.
Okay, and you would be able to see the quizzes. Is that? Yeah. Okay. So that's why, as I said, this is a good news about Quizizz is that just like our Google Drive, you know, whatever you are saving or whatever you're typing in Google Drive, right, it is being saved on a seconds basis. Every second, it will help you to save automatically. So the same thing goes for Quizizz, because whatever you are doing, any app that you're doing online, right, it is auto save. So you don't really have to save it on your own. It's not like our offline applications like Word or Excel or PowerPoint. It's something that we have to save from time to time. But this one, the good news, it's online. So saved on time. Okay. All right. So so can we move on to the next step? Can I consider that as can? Okay. All right. So if you guys are done, okay. So you just click on done. Okay. So that means you're already done putting in your questions and everything. But don't worry if, let's say, for example, you already clicked done. It's not something that you cannot reverse. Okay. It means that if you have anything to do editing later, by all means, you can go back to your quiz collection and you can edit the questions. Okay. So just click on done. Okay, now comes the next part that this is more on giving an intro to your quiz. Okay, so this is the time for you to go ahead, put some title, okay, some interesting titles to your quiz, okay. Let's say, first of all, let's put some images, okay. You can download the image or you can just use whatever that's available on your PC right now. Okay, anything cute or anything that you have. Okay, too bad I don't have much here. So I will just click and upload whatever image that I have here. Okay, it's just random image. Okay, I'm gonna just use that. Okay, so there's a very small image. Okay, it's not related at all to the topic that we are doing now because I don't have anything multimedia. Okay, so you guys can also download any related images available. All right, just in case you are afraid that the image won't be uploaded or viewable, okay, during the quiz time, you can also provide an alternative link. Okay, then okay, language. Okay, obviously we are going to use English, but you also have other alternatives, so you can see. Yeah, okay, so in case something related to Chinese literature, then you would like to use Chinese language. Okay, all your questions are going to be in Chinese, then you guys can change it to Chinese. Okay, we have so many different types of languages given here. Okay, so in our case it's going to be English. Okay, click on English. All right, save. Okay, so okay, just a minute. Okay, I'm gonna just click done again because I want to show you the next one. Okay, so you guys can see, put in an image again. Okay, so just an image. Okay, English. Next one is number 3 is the grade. Okay, so this quiz is being designed for who? Okay, so you have from all the way from your kindergarten all the way down to professional development. So if you're from an organization, as I say, if you're from a business, right, obviously it's going to be more for your workers or your staff, or you're having a training for some outsiders, you're outsourcing things, and then you can choose professional development. If you are a teacher, okay, then you can look at the grades, okay, because this one is more on this Western level, okay. Our grades are different. Standard 6 is different compared to their Standard 6. Okay, so you can range it, okay. You can put it, the choice of grades here is to show the difficulty level of the questions or the type of the questions, okay. So let's say in my case, I'm going to choose university. Okay, all right. Then this last one is either you would like this quiz that you have created public or private. Public means that once you already saved this quiz, okay, in Quizizz, others can see what kind of questions that you have created. And you can also allow them to use your quiz questions, or else private. Private means only you can have a look at it, others cannot. Okay, so let's say in my case I'm going to put it private. Okay, so click on private, and lastly save. Okay, so what is being done is that I already created my quiz, I already put in all the details needed, and finally this quiz has been saved in my Quizizz library. Okay, so okay, let's go back. Why? Okay, just a minute. Okay, hope my laptop is not hanging. That's not a good news for me. Okay, finally. Okay, so once I'm done, okay, so you can see right now, this is my quiz, the image that I've used, the level of my question, and these are my questions. Okay, okay. Now, let's say, for example, I already created everything, fine. I just turn off my PC, I go back home. I want to have a look at the quiz that I created. Okay, like just now Miss Karen said, okay, something went wrong with my PC. Okay, my laptop. I came back and my questions are missing. Not really. Once you're done, okay, as I said, it's being saved automatically. All you need to do on your left-hand side screen, you can see the word My Library. So you just click on My Library. Okay, and in this My Library, okay, I am kind of worried with my laptop now. Suddenly it's getting slow. I don't know why. Okay, so you see, in my library, these are the quizzes that I've created so far. So you can see the latest one that I've created. You see, it does mention when I created it. Okay, who created it, what is the level, how many questions I have, and I put it to private. Okay, so my library is a place where you can access all the quizzes that you have created so far. Okay, Now, before we proceed to the next level, right, I just wanted to let you guys know. Remember just now, I literally curi the questions for our game just now. Okay, how did that happen? Okay, now it's as simple as you can see your search function here on top of the screen. Everybody can see? I think
Yes,
can see. Can okay, thank you, Miss Karen. Okay, so here, right, at the search function, okay, you can type in the topic or the field that you would like to have the quiz. Okay, why is the word draft appeared? Okay, if you have the word draft appeared, right, it means that you have not saved your file. Okay, you have not saved your file. Okay, another one, can you rearrange the sequence of questions? Okay, this is something that I've not tested before, Chair, because all this while we're just typing the questions are something that I've never seen before. Is it okay for me to come back and answer you after this, Chair?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, right. Thank you. Okay, so because okay, it's a good question actually. Okay, because right now I've never tried in Google Form. Yes, you can rearrange. You can shuffle the questions as you wish. Okay, but then here I've never tried that before. I'll check and I'll let you know. Huh? Okay, so where was I? Okay, so here, right, you type in the titles or the topics, and then you change the My Library here into Quizizz Library. Okay, so let's say Quizizz library. So I want to type in, I want to look for titles related to computers, or you can be more specific. Okay, any specific titles. Okay, let's say something about language paper. Okay, how about quizzes on noun? Okay, quizzes on vocab or something like that. Okay, so you'll be more specific. Okay, so just now, have I said BL Quen? Okay, I think I answered you just now. You have to click on the save button. If you don't click on the save button, it will turn out to be a draft because you have not finalized your questions yet. Okay, all right. So here you just type in whatever that you want to look for and then enter. Okay, so what's going to happen is that our Quizizz is going to help you find all the quizzes available in Quizizz that is already being created before. So you can see, I give you one example, computers. Okay, this quiz has been played 8,900 times. Okay, level is from 2nd to 10th grade. Okay, of course, the questions are not going to be that difficult. And also, you can see on your right-hand side of the screen, the preview of the questions for that specific quiz. Okay, so let's say, for example, you are done, you like the questions. Okay, maybe you want to use this. Okay, whatever that is public is available for us to use, so you can just click on the quiz. Okay, okay, I hope it's not my laptop that is slowing down. Okay, okay, so you click on the quiz. Okay, just wait for it to load. Okay, of all the days, I don't know why my laptop is slow today. Ah, yeah, this is what they call as jinx, is it? Okay. How about your side? The rest of you, can you see can you click? Okay, it's very slow. Ah, Almighty, thank you. Oh God, you are just my student. Yes, thank you, Dan. So my work, one work is done for me. Thank you, Almighty. Okay. This is slow. My laptop is slow. Okay. Maybe I turn off my PowerPoint for a while. Okay. I'll just come back here. Okay. What about you guys? Is it okay there? Quizizz, is it working fine?
Yes, it's working
Yes,
fine.
we're fine. Okay. Just give me a minute, okay? I'm just checking out what's wrong here. It's working fine yesterday. Okay, there's no problem with my connection. Just refresh. Okay, this is very, very slow. Okay, I wonder what's happening. My internet seems to be okay. Oh, okay. Becoming unresponsive. Okay, just a minute. Let me try to close and open my Quizizz again. Okay, let me just close this first. Okay. Okay, I'll just close my PowerPoint as well. Okay. Just come back here. All right. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so let's say I look for a topic, computer. Okay, I go to my libraries, search. Okay, so it will help me to look for whatever topic related to computer. Okay, so let's say I like the first one. Okay, who's the father, whatever. Okay, let's say lah. Okay, whatever question. Okay, so I'll just click on that quiz. Okay, there's about 20 questions in this quiz. So I can have a preview of all the questions here. Okay, so let's say, for example, I kind of like this question. So I'm going to use some of these questions. If you do not want to use all, also no problem. Okay, you can use some of them also. But before you can do anything to it, you have to click on save. Okay, so when you click on save, what is happening is that these quiz questions will be saved into your library. Okay, my library, so that later you can open from your library and edit it, because right now it is in general view. That means it's viewable for everybody to use. Okay, so after you save, go to my library. Wow, what is so wrong with the laptop? Okay, right. So go to my library. Okay, my laptop is so super slow. I don't know why. Okay, library. Oh, this is so bad. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong. Okay, even the character is nodding head. Oh God, this is really bad. Okay. Sorry, please give me a minute. I'm trying to see what's wrong here. This is not good at all. Suddenly my Quizizz is not working. Okay, never mind. Okay, I don't want to waste time waiting for the screen to work. Okay, but I can tell you, okay, I can guide you. So you can see that when you click on my library, does it show you the quiz that you have saved just now? It should be with the title that you have created. Sorry, that is already available in the quiz. Okay, can you see? Hello? Anybody there?
Yes.
Yes, can hear? Okay, so can you see under the My Library, you can supposed to be able to see the questions that we have saved just now. Okay, so what you can do is that, okay, let me see if I can go to my library. output works. Okay, thank God it is, but super duper slow. Okay, so you go to my collection. Okay, just now, okay, wait, because right now okay, let me put computer. Okay, let me go to Quizizz library. Okay, search. Okay, so let's say, for example, okay, I click on my the computer title. Okay, when I click, right, there's supposed to be a pop-up window. Okay, that's gonna ask you where you want to save this. Okay, so click save. Okay, here. Okay, here what you're supposed to do is that you can create your collections name. Okay, you can type in your collections name. Like here I have general knowledge. I also have my collection fun. Okay, that means any quizzes that's going to be more on fun questions, I can put it here. Any questions more on general knowledge, I can put it here. I can also even create any questions that is more on my subject. Okay, let's say I put a title called subject. Okay, then I can click create. Okay, so the word subject will be there. So you can decide where you want to put this quiz that you get from the library, okay, into. So let's say this is related to my computer. So I put subject, I select, then I click done. Okay, so now what I've done is that I've taken available quizzes online and I have transferred it to my collection. So under my library, I should be able to see my the quiz that I saved just now under my collection on your right hand side screen. Okay, on your right hand side screen, you can go to my collection. Okay, so you can click on okay, if it's not here, no problem. Okay, you just click on my library. Okay, and then you can look for the title that you created or you have saved just now. Okay, see, it's right over here. So what you can do is that you just click on the quiz. Okay, and then you can start editing. Now you can edit. Okay, when you edit, that means you can remove the questions, you can add in new questions. Okay, you can make it more interesting. So this is what you can do if you have no idea how to go ahead in creating any questions. Okay, give you an idea. Okay, you can save time. Okay, you can save time in thinking of the questions or what do you call this, creating options of answers. So this can help you to do it better. Okay, so let's say now we are already done. Okay, we are done creating the quiz, we are done doing everything done. Okay, our team, now what we're going to do next? Next, it's time for us to host the quiz. Okay, now let's say I'm just going to stick to this question. Okay, let's say I'm going to use this question that I took from the source. Okay, I have two mode of using this quiz question. Okay, mode number one, I can go ahead, play the quiz, or I can also assign it as a homework to my students or to the participants. Okay, now how to do this? Okay, now let's see how we can host this game. Okay, so click on start a live quiz. Okay, when you click on start a live quiz, you can have two different mode here: classic, instructor pace. Now what is classic, what is instructor pace? Classic, right, when you choose classic, it's like you give the flexibility to the participants to answer the question. That means, like just now, what we played, okay, what we played, the game just now was classic because I don't control the game. I leave it to the participants. If the participants know how to answer question number one, finish, proceed to number two, proceed to number three, okay? The participant doesn't need to wait for the others to finish to proceed to the next question. That is classic. While instructor pace is something that you will control. As the creator of the quiz, you will control. Now, instructor pace is more useful when you want to change your quiz into a game, into a competition. Okay, obviously, when it comes to a competition, right, we cannot give any special time or any extra time or any sweet time for the participants to answer the questions, because it will be unfair, because they can access or find answers before they can answer the questions. So you can use instructor pace if you want to control the quiz. Okay, So what we can do now is that I'm not going to show you the classic mode first. Okay, we're going to look into the instructor pace. Okay, something that we can control more on a competition. So you click on instructor pace. Okay, so you also can see on the slideshow that on the PowerPoint slides that I've given you, right? Okay, how the appearance of the classic and also instructor pace will look like. Okay, so for those who wish to try the classic, you can also use the PowerPoint slide, okay, to proceed on. For those who like to use the instructor pace, you can follow my method here. Okay, so here you can see the title is going to be computer. There's 10 questions given. Okay, we have some settings here. Now, what is the settings? Usually the general settings, right, we won't touch it. Okay, nothing much needed there. But we can look into the activity settings. Now, this one is more on instructor pace. Okay, the settings will be a little bit different for the classic mode. Okay, so here, if you're going to control, then you can say timer, there's a countdown. That means every single time before the question is being displayed, right, there will be a countdown. 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, then everybody will go ahead and answer the question. Finish, then go into the next question. 3, 2, 1, start. Now, this is what we call as the timer. Okay, now show leaderboard. Leaderboard means that me as an instructor, I can see how's the performance going on. Okay, you can also see who is ranking, what is the points and everything. Next one, shuffle answer options. This one is up to you. Okay, if you do not want them to discuss the answers, okay, let's say 3 people, 3 friends, okay, they're competing here, the quiz, and then one person knows the other, then the other person, if you do not want the other person also to answer the same, so you can shuffle. Okay, the person might say A. Then if you look at A in the other person's answer, it's a different answer. So you can shuffle it. And lastly, play music. So to make the quiz more interesting, rather than making it so dull, you can decide whether you want to play some musics or not. Okay, and you don't have to take the time to look for the musics, the background musics. It's already there for you. You just need to decide whether you want it or not. Okay, then you just click continue. Okay, so right now what is happening is that, okay, my Quizizz is going to help me to do some generating of code. Okay, so as I said, this is going to be the instructor pace, a little bit different than the classic. Okay, so even classic also, once you click continue after your settings, okay, it is still going to say, okay, go to joinmyquiz.com, and then there's going to be a code given. Okay, but you are not going to see the rest of it. Okay, so you are going to tell your participants, okay, everybody, if you guys are ready, okay, we're going to start the game. Okay, so everybody please type joinmyquiz.com, like what I said earlier. Okay, I told you guys that, okay, everybody go to this page, and then you type in the code given. Okay, so you don't have to worry about the code will be generated for you. Okay, so if you want, you can also share a link. So you just click share a link, and then the link will be provided, and you just pass it to your participants. Okay, and next part you can see on the screen here. Okay, on the screen here, what do you call this? I make it a little bit smaller so that you can see the start button at the bottom. Okay, so it says that so far there's no participants. Okay, because this is a game, of course you need people to join and play. So it says that no participants. Without any participants, you cannot start. Okay, so what you need to do is that you need to wait for them to join. When they join, you can see the number of participants appearing over here on your left hand side screen. Okay, and then you can just wait for them to join. Okay, so when the participants are joining, okay, you can see in my PowerPoint slide. Okay, I'm afraid of opening my PowerPoint slide now because I do not know why my PC it hangs. Sorry, my laptop hangs. Okay, but then you can see in what do you call this, slide number, what do I say? Mine is page 15, 16. Okay, on the part that it says all participants need to type in their name here. Okay, so when they join in, they are required to type in their names. But when it's a competition, please ensure that the participants are giving their real name, because you can see that in Quizizz, right, they can also choose all these weird names that's being generated for them. Okay, most of the time, if it's gonna be a competition, a game, then it has to be a real name. Okay, followed by they are going to choose their avatar, their theme, and so on. Okay, that one is their choices. It's not something that is really what do you call this, important. Okay, this is just for fun. Okay, to make their participations more interesting. Okay, so right now nobody has joined my game, so I won't be able to start the game. Okay, so you guys also cannot do much because you have to have somebody to join the game. So let's say, for example, if you have alternative devices, right, you can use your, let's say, mobile phone. Okay, go to your mobile phone and then you go to join my quiz. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing, joinmyquiz.com. Okay, you guys can try that, but I need at least 2 participants lah, at least. Okay, so I can join a quiz. Maybe I can ask Miss Lee. Miss Lee, are you there? Maybe Miss Lee can join. Oh, we have someone join my quiz. Ah, that's so cute. La la lang. Okay, all right. Okay, you just okay. I can't stop laughing. Okay, so I am also gonna join this quiz using my mobile phone. Okay, it's as if like so it's a totally different people. Okay, because I'm using different devices. Okay, so I'm gonna join. Okay, I'm gonna just, okay, I'm also gonna use some kind of, Miss Lee also joined. Thank you so much. Okay, okay, and we have Mark Wood. Okay, Minder Bander. Okay, that will be me. Okay, so all right, Miss Lee is the only one who's using the real name. So nice, thank you. Okay, so right now you can see there's 3 participants. Okay, now let's say I have enough, then I just click. Okay, I am the instructor, as I said. While the rest of us, right, we won't be the rest of the participants won't be able to start the game until the instructor or the creator starts the game. Okay, so I will click on start. Okay, so right now on my screen I can see countdown and I also can hear some background music. Okay, so that's it. I will go into answering the questions. Okay, so you see this, all 3 of us answered the question. So it says all done. Okay, you guys can see the screen. It says all done. That means all 3 of us already answered. Okay, so on my leaderboard, this is leaderboard screen that you're looking at. The leaderboard screen is going to give me the information of how the performance is. Okay, now, as you can see, Miss Lee and whoever this La La Lang is, okay, we cannot proceed to the next question until the instructor says, okay, we move to the next question. It's compared to the previous one. If you realize the previous one, Miss Lee was just keep on going, right? Okay, but here Miss Lee has no choice. She has to wait for me. Okay, so only when I click the next question on the right hand side of my screen, okay, that's the next question, right? Only when I click it, okay, on every participant screen, the countdown starts and then we start answering the question. Okay. Okay, all done. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is that, as I said, I'm the one controlling. Okay, as the instructor, I'm controlling everybody's pace. Okay, so you see this. I click next. Okay, countdown starts. Everybody gonna answer. Okay, so you see this. Second person already answered, but third person has not answered, and I have some countdown time going on my screen. Okay, the others cannot see, only I can see as an instructor. Okay, the countdown starts and then I just need to wait for the countdown to stop, while the rest of us, right, we cannot move on. Okay, it will say that, okay, you already done, but we have to wait for the others. Okay, so it will just wait and wait until, let's say, I put a wrong answer. Okay, so on my screen it's going to say incorrect because I choose the wrong answer. Okay, so my analysis here will show what is happening. Okay, so so you see, 2 person answered the correct question. Okay, sorry, given the correct answer. 1 person given the wrong answer, because just now I choose the wrong answer. So it will show me the analysis. Okay, So can you guys see how this works? This game works? Anybody has any problem so far? Wow, so quiet already again. Anybody has problem? Okay, Chia is asking. Okay, maybe Chia is asking if anybody would like to join her game. Okay, anybody? Maybe you guys can share your codes with each other and see whether you guys can experience it. Okay, so far so good or not, everybody? All okay?
Yes.
Yes, all okay, huh? Okay. So, okay, thank you. So, I mean, I'm sorry, Miss Lee and also Lala Lang. Okay, we are not going to continue with the quiz because I'll stop here. Quite a lot of questions there, right? Okay, so this is how you control your questions. Okay, this is how you control how the participants are going to proceed to the questions and all. Okay, you can use this instructor pace if you would like your participants to really to make sure that it is fair, okay, for everybody to answer the questions and see at the end who wins the game. Okay, so I am just going to go back. Okay. Okay, so if you're, let's say, for example, you're already done with your games and everything, right? Okay, at the end, you would like to know, okay, what is the performance of this game, okay, of this quiz. So if that, what you can do is that you just click on reports. Can you see on your left hand side there is a section called reports? Okay, you click on reports. Okay, here, right, the interesting part about reports is that it's not only going to show you, okay, what are the quizzes that you have, okay, how's the participants number, accuracy means how good, okay, how fast they can answer all the questions. That is about accuracy, okay, the code that has been used to enter the games, and also if it's gonna be an online game or online quiz, or it's gonna be a homework. Okay. Next is that you can see the word running. Can you see on my screen the word running? Okay. What does it mean by running? Running means that the game is still on. Like just now, I did not end the game. I just went back. When I went back, it means that the game is still on. That means I can just go back. I can still continue the game with my participants. Okay, you can use this method if you want to put it into a normal online quiz. You choose classic. Okay, if you choose classic, of course we leave it to the participants to take their own time to answer. So you can leave it on running, no problem. But if it's going to be instructor based, obviously you have to be there to control the questions. Okay, so you just click on the game. Okay, just click on the game. So mine is the computer, right? Okay, so you guys can see. Okay, so this is the accuracy level. There's 10 questions and 3 people attempted this quiz. Okay, when this quiz were run, okay, the date, the time exactly, and also the score. Okay, you can see all the scores here. Okay, so right now we have Lang Saga. Okay, I think the brother of Proton Saga. Okay, and Ms. Lee, they have given a 30% accuracy. That means 3 questions, all 3 correct. So 30%. If 10 questions, all 10 correct, then 100% accuracy. Okay, so you can see there's a minor change in the score here. Okay, that depends on how fast they're answering. Okay, and you can see mine. Okay, accuracy is only 20%. That means out of 3 questions, I managed to answer only 2 correct. So 1 wrong, only 20%. And this is would be my score. So this is the part where you can view all the details about the performance. Okay. Okay. So I can also show you another example of my report. Okay. Okay, where is it just now? Okay, was it this one? Oh, I should have 8 participants. Not this one, 10. I should. General knowledge. Okay. Okay, so you guys can see this is just a simple game, okay, that I asked my friends to join, and some of them can be really monkeys and they give all these kind of weird names, okay. So you can see this would be my participants, and also what is their score, okay, of answering all the questions. Okay, so the more participants, the more information that you can get. Okay, right. So this is about the online part, that means hosting the game. Okay, now what if you like to make it as a homework? Okay, let's say towards this whole week you teach one topic, or towards this whole week you give a training on one part of your work related matters. Okay, then you say that, okay, so since we're already done with this, okay, I'm gonna give you some homework. But instead of the normal lame boring paper homework you ask your first students to answer on the paper, why don't we just change it into a quiz and give it to them? Now, one benefit of it is that, number one, of course, it's going to be more interesting. Number two is that you are already giving the answers there, so you don't have to take the hassle to correct their questions anymore. Okay, because quizzes will help you mark the answers as well. Okay. Okay, so how to give a homework? Okay, so let's say, for example, okay, I'm gonna, if you want, okay, since we don't have time, okay, you can just take any quiz from Quizizz library, okay, save it to your collection, and we'll use that as a homework. Okay, just for this workshop purpose. Of course, when it comes to a real homework, you need to create your homework lah. Okay, so go ahead and choose any quiz questions from the My Quizizz library. Okay, save it to your collection. So I guess you guys know how to save it to your collection, right? Okay, everybody is still there? Am I talking alone?
We are here.
Oh, thank God. For a moment, I thought my laptop
Yeah,
suddenly hang again. My hand almost to my face, doing face palm. Okay. Okay, right. Thank you. Okay, so ready for the homework? I guess ready for the homework part? Actually, homework is very easy. Okay, let's say, for example, okay, I have okay, introduction to computer. Okay, just 3 questions. So I just click on that quiz that I already created. Okay, and then instead of the start a live quiz, I go to assign homework. Okay, so when it's a homework, of course, we're going to give them some time to do it, right? So you can put a homework deadline, meaning after that, they cannot answer the quiz anymore. Within this time, they can go ahead and answer it. So let's say today, okay, now 10 to 12 is my class. Okay, I'm already done. So I'm going to give them time until tomorrow. Okay, let's say it's going to be 12 o'clock. So maybe tomorrow, okay, by 12 o'clock, they should submit their quiz questions related to the topic that I taught them just now. Okay, so you guys can go ahead and change the date, the time as you wish. Okay, up to your preferences. All right. Okay, then you just, as you can scroll down, okay, scroll down. This is the same settings that we had just now. Okay, participants attempt, that means how many times they can take this quiz. Okay, we always leave it unlimited, because if you choose the numbering, right, that means how many times they can join. It means that they should have, can you see, required to log in to limit attempts. Okay, it means that whoever that's going to join this quiz, right, they must have their account in Quizizz. If they don't have account, right, then better leave it to unlimited. Okay, so show answers during activity. That means after they have answered the questions, okay, if the answer is wrong, then they will have the chance to have a look at the correct answer. Okay, show answers after activity also, yes. Okay, and next one, power up. Now, what is this power up? Okay, power up is something that makes the game more interesting. Okay, just now those who were playing the game just now, okay, the earlier game that we played, okay, you would have realized that, okay, power up, it means that it gives you some kind of bonus options. Let's say, for example, you are answering 2 or 3 questions correct, and very fast. Okay, it will give you some extra points. It will say that use this point, okay, to cut half the minus marks, meaning let's say you answered 2 wrongs. Okay, so instead of minusing 2 wrongs mark, maybe it will just minus 1 wrong answer. Okay, so it's like giving you some bonus point for you to have the game more interestingly. Okay, so the show leaderboard, just now the same, shuffle. Okay, shuffle answers also same. Okay, redemption question. Now, what is this redemption question? Okay, redemption question means that, let's say I already answered the question wrong. Okay, now out of 10, I answered number 2 and number 6 wrong. Okay, so what it will happen is that after finishing, it will ask back, would you like to answer back question number 2? Would you like to answer back question number 6? This is redemption. Okay, so this one you can use it if you are running it as a normal quiz, okay, for your classes. But if it's going to be a competition, then better disable it. Okay, because if it's competition, of course we cannot keep on asking everybody to redo, right? If redo, then everybody is a winner. Okay, we cannot have that, right? And lastly, the show memes. Okay, show memes here. I'm not so sure just now when we were playing. Okay, you can see that as you are playing the game, there will be memes in between of the questions. Okay, giving you some kind of funny memes. Okay, making you smile a bit before you go to the next question. Okay, smile a bit, then the next question, and so on. Okay, so this is about homework. Okay, you see, you can just choose. Okay, and lastly, click continue. Okay, so all you need to do, again, either you can share the link with your students or your participants, or you can also share the simple code. Okay, so easy way, you just share this code and ask them to join the quiz using this code. And you can see the questions will be given to the students or the participants. So right now, of course, when I give the code, the students are supposed to join, or the participants are supposed to join. When they join, I'm going to have all the reports here. Okay, so you can see if it's going to be an assigned homework, it will become assigned. If it's going to be an online quiz, it's going to be live. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, right now we have about barely 10 minutes, and I think it's more than enough for us to finish off the new added feature. For your information, this feature, right, it was just added in about a week ago. Okay, something that even I have not tested with my students yet. Okay, it's just added. That's why, as I said, quizzes keep on adding new things more and more. Okay, what is this new thing that we are talking about? Okay, now that would be lesson. Okay, that is about lesson beta. That means, unlike last time, we use Quizizz only for quizzes. Okay, you want to play games, you want to give them quiz questions, then we use Quizizz. But now we can even run our classes using Quizizz. Okay, and so you might be asking, so what's the big deal about Quizizz and the classes? Okay, Quizizz, the interesting part is that you can create all your slides, your teaching slides or your training slides right in Quizizz. Okay, it gives you so many options of the type of slides that you want to use. Okay, and also in between of your slides, you can even add quizzes. That means questions for the participants to share, or sorry, to use. Okay, so how do we do that? So you just click on, okay, I just show you a sample first, okay, that I'm the one that I tested recently. Okay, so you can see this is an example of the lesson that I created. Okay, simple, just about 2 or 3 slides. Okay, so you see it shows lesson. Okay, so you can see that this is the slide I created. Okay, so this is about cybersecurity. So description. I put in description, and lastly, I put in the question. So that means after students study, at the end, they need to answer this question. And again, I can make it into a live lesson. That means I can just turn on my Quizizz. I just click on this lesson. I play it online. At the end, I let them answer the question. Or if you think that you want to give more information related to the topic, then you create this and then you just assign it as a homework with a deadline, just like our normal quiz homework. Okay, so how to use this? Just click on create on your left hand side. Okay, this time choose lesson beta. Okay, lesson beta. Okay, now you put in the title that you want to create your lesson for. Okay, so let's say I still stick to my cybersecurity. Okay, security risk lah. Okay, security risk. Okay, related to computers, and I click next. Okay, right now my lesson screen is being prepared for me. All right, so you can see the slides. Okay, so this is the time for you to add in your title, your details and everything. Okay, so how do we type in the title? Okay, so the title is going to be security risk. And then you type in your text. That means the description related to your title. Okay, let's say lah, Imba Uni, put some words there, letter there. Okay, so this is what's going to appear. So you exactly the same way as we did quiz. Just that the quiz in the middle, we type in all the details. On the right, we see the preview. But here on the right, we type in all the details, and in the middle, we can see the preview. Okay. Now, fonts, you might be thinking, of course, my slide's not going to be only one. I need few more slides. No problem. Mo mantai. What you can do is that on your left-hand side, you can see the word add slides. Okay. You can even import your slides from your database. That means from your computer. Okay. So if let's say you're creating a new one, just click on add slides. Okay, so for slides, they give you three different formats. Few more different formats, not three only. This one is more on text. This one is more on media. This one is on image. Okay, so let's say text, three different formats. Okay, more on title. If you want title and bullets, if you want only the description. Okay, so if you want to point out point 1, point 2, point 3, so you click title and bullets. So you type in your title. Okay, what is the title going to be? Okay, let's say malware. Okay, then you click on bullet number 1. Let's say we have virus. Okay, bullet number 2. Okay, we have worm. Okay, the moment you type, new bullet will come in. New bullet will come in. Okay, so at the end, let's say, for example, you are done. You would like to add the quiz. So again, you click on add slides. So here on your left, you have the option of slides. And on your right, you have the quiz question. So go ahead, click on multiple choice, for example. All right. Then on your right, left is for you to add, right is for you to edit, center is for you to review. Okay. So, okay, let's say lah, type in all the types of malicious. Okay, this spelling never comes right for me. Okay, malicious software. Question mark. So I give the answer. Virus. And I have worm. I have rootkit, and so on. Okay, so this is gonna be the quiz. Okay, now let's say, for example, okay, everybody seems to be too quiet. Can you guys follow? Hello, anybody home? Hello.
Yeah, I'm good.
This is Miss Karen, is it?
This is Chia.
Ah, Miss Chia. Okay, Miss Chia is good. What about the rest? Miss Karen, usually, Miss Karen?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Because now yeah.
Can, okay, what about the others? All okay or not?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, good. Okay, we are almost done actually. So whoever feeling hungry or something, bear with me for another 3 more minutes, please. Okay, all right. So let's say, for example, you're already done with your slides, with your quiz questions. Okay, and the last thing you need to do is click on publish. Okay, on the topmost left-hand side, right-hand side, click on publish. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. I forgot. See, so good, Okay. I forgot to choose the answers. So it helps me to choose the correct answers. Okay. So this one, I cannot use this because I choose multiple choice. Okay. Which one of this is a malicious software? Okay. So okay, this one I put shut up. This one I put JPG, and last one I put FDMV. Okay lah. Okay, so answer should be this one and publish. Okay, so again the same thing we did earlier. Okay, we need to make sure that we do all the settings. Okay, language. Okay, English. So I am going to put this as university again. Okay, so who can see this? So it again up to you whether you want others to have a look at your slides, others want to use your slides or not. Okay, if you do not want, then you can change it to private and click on publish. And then there you go. You have your slides ready. So back to the same thing. Either you want to click on start a live lesson or assign a homework. And it's going to look exactly the same as our quiz. When you click on start a live lesson, it's going to generate a code, okay? And the code, you give it to your students or your participants, ask them to join. And of course, when it's a live lesson, you have to be there because you see, instructor-led session. That means you have to be there because it's a class, okay? When it's a class, we need someone to teach or to talk about it. So you're gonna explain blah, 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 blah. And then you say that, okay, now time for your quiz question, start answering the question. And you give a time there, okay? Or if you want to make it as a homework, that means you leave it to the participants or the students, okay, to take their own time to join and read through the slides and answer the question. Okay, so anything else that I need to show you? I think, yes, that's the end. Okay, so I guess that's all about quizzes. Sorry, Quizizz. So, and it's exactly 12 o'clock. So, is it okay for me to come back to my chat here? Okay, so everybody, may I ask, do you have any questions? Well, if you think that you have no questions right now, okay, but you might have questions later on also, no problem. You can even type it in our chat team here, okay, and I will try my best to help you. Or else my almighty Sean also can help me, okay, because he has been a very helpful assistant for me today. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, all right. So, everybody, any questions?
No.
No, thank you. Okay, just one small suggestion. This is a hands-on, and I know that we were going very kind of fast, and also thanks to my laptop, I don't know what happened in between. Okay, so this is one thing I always tell my students also. I say that whatever you're studying in the class is definitely not enough. Okay, when it comes to something that is more on practical, more on hands-on, right? It needs a lot of exploration. Okay, so take time to explore. There are still parts that we are not touching. We have not been able to touch. Okay, I'll just touch on the important parts only in Quizizz. You can go ahead. Now you already know how to use Quizizz. You can go ahead. You can explore further, explore deeper about Quizizz. Okay, things that even like now I know that we can shuffle. I mean, we can rearrange, reorder the sequences. Okay, the method is already there. Okay, thank you to Sean for that. Okay, so go ahead and explore as much as possible. If you have questions, please let me know. Okay, maybe there are questions that even I do not know the answer. Maybe I can help you find the answer. At the same time, I'm also learning new things. Okay, so I guess if no questions, then thank you to everybody. Everybody has been very good participants. Okay, very interesting. Miss Karen, thank you for being the voice for our team. Thank you to Sean for helping me with the technical aspects. Okay, thank you to Miss Lee for joining all the quizzes that I've created. Okay, so I think that will be all. Then thank you. Now, thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Nice meeting everybody. Okay, so I now pass the floor to Miss Lee back. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Kavitha, for teaching us all these interesting quizzes. I enjoy playing the games. Okay. Before we end, just a small request for me. We have prepared a feedback form. I just post it at the chat. This is the link. So hope you guys can help me to fill up the form so that we can improve in the coming workshop. If you have any question, you can leave at the chat here or email us or even WhatsApp us. I will have to pass the message to Miss Kavitha. Okay. So, do you guys still have any question? If not, we will end the workshop here. So if you would like to know more about coming KLESF other online events, please like our Facebook page, Kuala Lumpur Engineering Science Fair, short KLESF. So we will update our event there. Thank you again for joining us today. Okay, we will see you next time. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone.